Okay, so today's video will be about 50 Shades of Grey, both the book and the movie. So if that does not interest you at all, jump ship now. So I'm going to talk about the book and the movie and kind of what I think about them and what I'm thinking about regarding the movie so far, since we only have a trailer to speak of. So considering the book, I give it a 3 out of 5. The sex parts aren't really that much to write home about. I didn't think they were that good. I've read a lot of better stuff on Tumblr. Um, I usually just read or watch things to be entertained and not to be affected. Like if I go in I'll go in to see something or read something for entertainment, and if I come out and I'm like I feel like it's really affected me, I count that as a plus. Like I'm happy about that. But I'm kind of more entertainment, so I didn't like pick up 50 Shades of Grey to be like, well, let's see how the BDSM community really is, because I know that's not how it is. Like, if you want that kind of stuff, I would totally recommend going, like, seriously Google it, or find some people on, I have to say, I've read some BDSM stuff on Tumblr, or fanfic, excuse me, on Tumblr, and by people who know what goes on or who know how it kind of works in the BDSM community. Like, I think kind of one of the main things in there is like a safe, sane, consensual relationship. That's kind of key because you have to have those things when you're in a relationship like that, if that's how you roll. So, yeah, that's kind of but yeah, Tumblr can be, depending on where you go, it can be very helpful. Like if you find like fanfics written by people who know, or if they kind of lead you to these, or they'll give you articles to look at that are very informative and helpful. Like I found these great articles on Subspace. If you don't know what that is, I'd recommend Googling it. It's fascinating and it's really cool from what it sounds like. Also, let me just make this clear. I'm no expert on the BDSM community, so I'm no expert. That's what I'm trying to say. So, what I know is I'm not completely unaware of what goes on, but again, I'm no expert. I've read some articles, I've read some fanfic, and it sounds pretty cool. So yeah, there's that. And I get that 50 Shades of Grey is not it's not an accurate portrayal of how a BDSM community is really what it's really like, and I get that. I also get that the book does have its problems, like with Christian's stalker tendencies that are not healthy at all, or the fact that when Anna wants to communicate with Christian, she does it best when she's very far away from him and she can actually think, because when she's with him, she kind of has trouble communicating, and that's definitely not a good thing in their kind of relationship. So, well, actually, in any relationship, because if you need to get really far away from them to communicate and tell them how you feel, that's not healthy at all. Sorry, I'm not here to like bash the book, but I mean, I am aware though that the book does have its problems. I'm perfectly aware of that. Please don't take that as me being like, I'm not trying to defend the book, but I'm just trying to say how I feel about the book and how I'm feeling about the movie, or at least the trailer so far. So yeah, but yeah, it's pretty. I kind of like the bickering between Anna and Christian. I usually, when I go through the book, I like to go back and reread those parts. I totally skip over the sex because it was not well written. I have to say one thing. E.L. James does not need to use the word beguiling so fucking much. Oh my god, I've never disliked the word so much after I read that book. It's like, could you use something else besides beguile, or however you pronounce it? It's just, I don't like that word. It sounds weird even in my head. It's like, you can use so many different words, or just not use these words. Like, just, I know everyone keeps saying this, but like, seriously, I think E.L. James just picked out a thesaurus and was like, okay, what other word besides enchanting or whatever can we use? Oh, beguiling, that works. It just, I feel like she was trying a bit too much with some of the adjectives. It's like, don't. Again, not bashing the book, I just really did not like beguiling in there all the damn time. Sorry. I hope they kind of rein that in the movie. I really hope so, because I'm just going to be like, oh, whenever they say it. I don't know why. It's like, for some people, it's like moist. They don't like the word moist. I don't like the word beguiling. It's just, no. Ooh. I don't know what it is. So yeah, anyway, that's just me nitpicking. But yeah, I don't like that. And the whole adjective thing is a little weird. I don't know. Again, I'm trying not to nitpick. It's just, yeah. But again, I do like some of the characters. Like, oh god, what was his chauffeur's name? Taylor. I do like Taylor. Plus, I'm kind of like that Max Martini is going to be playing Taylor because Max Martini was in Pacific Rim, and I love Pacific Rim, so I'm like, yeah, he's gonna be in it. And yeah, sorry, it's kind of like, you were in Pacific Rim, I love that. Well, actually, Charlie Hunnam would have been in Pacific. Well, he was in Pacific Rim, and he would have been in this. So I'm like, yay! Sorry, I like Charlie Hunnam. He's really cute. Jamie Dornan's great too. Like, I'm excited that he's Christian Grey, but I would have loved it if Charlie Hunnam would have been Christian Grey too. Either one of them would have been great. The book's alright. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's the worst thing I've ever read, but it's definitely not the greatest thing. So yeah, and it's clearly not like, if you want to figure out about the BDSM community, like I said, Google it. Don't base it off of 50 Shades of Grey, because that's not a good thing to do. Don't do it. I'm not saying like the book is dangerous, but like, some people don't use 50 Shades of Grey as your Bible for the BDSM community. Like, this will answer all of my questions. It will not. It will not. So, okay, there's one thing I did not like about the second book called 50 Shades Darker. To be fair, I haven't read that thing completely through. I've read bits and pieces, like, but I haven't read it in like a linear form. I've kind of gone back and forth and jumped around and read it, but I get the gist of it. I've read it for the most part. There's this one part I really don't like. I think it's chapter 11 when Christian says, "We're lovers, Anna. Lovers don't need a safe word." Now, to be fair, I haven't read the book front to back, so maybe I didn't quite understand the context of that, but I did not like that. I'm sorry, if you're in a... At that point, I just didn't like that. It's like, we're lovers, we don't need a safe word. I did not like that. That really, really annoyed me. Now, if someone who has read the book knows differently that the context of the situation, please let me know. Because I don't want to get this wrong, but I don't like that. Like, I don't know if in that particular time they were doing a whole... Okay, so what I'm trying to say, and I'm doing a very poor job of saying in my video, is that if you're in a situation where you think you need a safe word, then you probably need a safe word. Like, if you're like, well, wait, what about a safe word? I mean, if you're thinking about a safe word, and you think you might need it in your situation, then you probably need a safe word. I don't care how romantic it sounds if your boyfriend or your significant other is like, we're lovers, we don't need a safe word. If you're thinking about, hey, maybe we should have a safe word, then you probably need it just to be safe. Safe, sane, consensual communication is key. Sorry, that part just really bothered me. That's not romantic. That's not right. If you think you need a fucking safe word, then you should probably have the safe word. That's all I'm saying. Fucking hell. Sorry. Again, I haven't read this thing completely through, and I've kind of jumped around and read bits, but I'm sorry. No, you need a safe word. That's all I'm saying on the matter. So let's talk about the trailer. I saw the trailer. I'm really excited about the trailer. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm really excited about the movie because of the trailer, which I guess is the point. That's what they do. I want to go see it. I'm probably gonna go see it once we get more trailers, even though it's like, well, it's coming out in February of next year, so we have some time to kill. But like, I do want to see it. I'm quite curious. I think Dakota Johnson looks like a good Anna Steele. I'm kind of excited about that. I like Jamie Dornan as Christian, from what I can tell. And the other characters, well, we kind of see them in the periphery of the trailer. Like, we see Jose, we see Catherine, or excuse me, Kate, and we see Christian's family. So yeah, and we also see Taylor kind of in the back sometimes. I'm so excited. Sorry, Max Martini. I'm like, yay! It's Herc Hansen from Pacific Rim. Sorry, that's a Pacific Rim thing, don't ask. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about that, but just, I don't know, and then we kind of finally get to see, like, what Christian's apartment looks like, what his office looks like. Seriously, that's been driving me insane. So now I kind of get a visual of it, so I'm like, yay! And I'm really curious about his playroom. I really, really kind of want to see that, because, I don't know, in the book it just kind of seems very daunting. Maybe it is supposed to be daunting, but I don't know, just, and Anna's saying it's the Red Room of Pain, which I guess it technically is, but I just mean, like, I don't know, I'm just curious. I want to see what his playroom looks like. I'm really kind of curious about that, and just from what we kind of got a glimpse of in the trailer, it looks kind of cool, and if you can't tell, I'm excited, and I'm a little anxious, like, nervous, anxious to kind of be like, I want to go see this, because some people are. I just worry that people are going to have preconceived notions, be like, oh, you're that type. It's like, I'm really not. I just like the premise of the book. Again, it wasn't executed to its best because of the problems it has. But I'm I like the idea and the premise of it. I don't know if it's not perfect by any means. And I'm kind of more referring to the book here than the movie, because I don't know. And I hope the movie kind of maybe adjust some of the things and make it seem kind of creepery. I don't think they did that with Christian stalker tendencies, though. I really don't. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. But yeah, and again, I am aware that this is not like a very good shining example of how the BDSM community works or how a BDSM relationship works. It's not okay. I'm just gonna stop. If anyone who watches this in the BDSM community who is actually aware, am I saying BDSM community, like, I'm just worried I'm not like putting the words in the right context. Does that make sense? If anyone who watches this is aware, please tell me, because I don't want to get this wrong. Because, yeah. So, right. But yeah, I'm excited. I am going to go see it. Even if it's going to be crap. At this point, who knows? I don't know. I want to go see it. I'm just kind of, I don't know. I guess we'll wait and see and just see what happens. But I, like, I want to go see this. I'm not going to lie. But I'm also kind of like, am I adding fuel to the fire of how, like, people will perceive BDSM relationships? Probably. But I really think that ship's already sailed, because I'm pretty sure the fan base is going to be running to this movie because, yeah. So, yeah. I guess that's all I have to say at the moment. But yes, again, I am aware of the problems that the book has. The abuse, the stalker tendencies, and the, frankly, bad portrayal of how a BDSM relationship works. I'm not apologizing, but I'm also not defending the book. It is what it is. You know how I feel. I'm kind of excited about the film. I'm kind of cautious about who I tell that to. And if I got anything wrong in terms of like the ideas of how the BDSM community works, or if I've kind of like just gotten the terminology wrong, I sincerely do apologize. I could be more well read on that. But yes, if you have questions, please use Google and find articles that are very useful, and don't base it completely off 50 Shades of Grey. It's, yeah. So, okay, I'm going to stop here. I hope I haven't offended anyone. If I have, I sincerely do apologize, and I hope you have a great day. So, yeah. So I will talk to you later. Bye.